I cut stencils, and I'm bored and I have a webcam, so I decided to record me cutting one out. You need a Sharpie, or not a Sharpie, but a X-Acto knife, and I have 3 of these, and then about 17 or 18 packets of both blades. They come in packs of I think 5. You need, well, if you do this a lot, you're going to need a good cutting board. I got this one at Walmart for about $3, and so far it's alright. I mean, I run the X-Acto across it, it doesn't leave deep marks. And you need a sheet of paper, or you can use acetate, which is the transparency sheets from the overhead projectors, which I prefer for stencils you're going to do many of, like copies and copies and copies. But mostly I just do stuff for me, not for friends, and not for numerous amounts. So I normally just do paper, because I can use it and then throw it away and not have to worry about it. The stencil I'm working on right now is Riley from the Boondocks, because, I don't know, I like Riley. Flip it over, you can kind of see. If I remove the white, you can see what I already have cut out. And it's Riley. And I think it'll look kind of cool on a shirt or a pair of pants or something to that nature. So go ahead and do some cutting. Oh, I also made this shirt with stencils too. This is bleaching though, just in case if anybody noticed what I was wearing. But, try to make it to where you can see at least a little bit. You just take the black parts are what you're going to want to cut out. So you just kind of trace around the black parts. I find that if you move the paper on big curves and small curves, it's a lot better than trying to contort your wrist at an obscene angle, and it just makes it overall look nice and clean, which you can really barely see what I'm doing on there, huh? This is something that takes a lot of practice to get good at. I'm not great at it, but I'm good enough to where it's forgiving. On larger stencils, this is a lot easier, just because if you mess up, it's huge and it's easier to go back and fix. But I'm doing a small stencil with lots of itty-bitty tiny cuts. This isn't the most complicated stencil I've done, but doing the mouth on Riley, just like in the cartoon, is kind of a profanity. But alright, I think I almost have this part of his hair out. A lot of times when you're cutting, you'll get to the end, but it won't come out because there'll be little snippets that are still left. So just go back around the parts where it won't release and cut around, and you'll eventually find the spot that's being cruel. And there we go. Got that chunk of Riley's hair. So you can see the before and after. And I have one side cut out. I need to go back and clean it up. You can see a little bit of darkness around the edges where I missed a little bit. And you can't really tell, but there are rough patches. This camera's not as great as it should be. Alright, I'm going to go and finish cutting it out. Thanks for watching.